wakers from your slumber. Arise, you prisoners of want. That's right. For reason in revolt now thunder. Chains of hatred, greed, and fear. Ha ha! Away with all your superstitions. Serve our masses. Arise, arise. We'll change henceforth the old tradition and spurn the dust to win the prize. So comrades, come on and rally. Then the last fight, let us face. The International unites the whole darn human race. So comrades, come on, let's go rally. And the last fight, let us face. The International unites the whole darn human race. No more deluded by reaction. On tyrants only we'll make war. The soldiers too will take strike action. They'll break ranks and fight no more. And if those cannibals keep trying to sacrifice us to their pride, each at the forge must do their duty, and we'll strike while the iron is hot. So comrades, come on, let's go rally. And the last fight, let us face. The International unites the whole beautiful human race. So comrades, come on, let's go rally. Ha! And the last fight, let us face. The International unites the whole darn human race.
This land is your land, and this land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters, this land was made for you and me. As I went a-walking that ribbon of highway, and I saw above me that endless skyway, I saw below me that golden valley. This land was made for you and me. I roamed and rambled, and I followed my footsteps in the sparkling sands of her diamond deserts. All around me a voice was a-sounding, this land was made for you and me. There was a big high wall there that tried to stop me. The sign was painted, said private property, but on the backside it didn't say nothing. This land was made for you and me. When the sun comes shining, then I was strolling, and the wheat fields waving, and the dust clouds rolling. A voice was chanting as the fog was lifting. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land, and this land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from redwood forests to the Gulf Stream waters, this land was made for you and me.
plan. I asked a lass to pass me a glass of Engels' Conditions of the Working Class. Right away they dragged me to the committee to explain my un-American activity. They're gonna see they made a mistake if they'd only let me play my mixtape. I'm not partial to the marshal or the plutocrats in their beaver hats, and the fascists have the outfits, but I don't care for the outfits. What I care about is music, and the communists have the music.
I hear a melody, and just as suddenly I know who I'm supposed to be.
I don't need a rationale to sing the International. I only need to plug in the headphone jack so I can listen to my backing track. I'm not jealous of the zealous or anarchics with guitar picks, and the fascists have their outfits, but I don't care for the outfits. What I care about is music, and the communists have the music. Yes, the communists have the music. Oh, the communists have the music.
I hear a melody, and just as suddenly I know who I'm supposed to be.
I'm not partial to the marshal or the plutocrats in their beaver hats, and the fascists have the outfits, but I don't care for the outfits. What I care about is music, and the communists have the music. Yes, the communists have the music. Oh, the communists have the music.
We gotta build a new world, son. So don't just sit there. We gotta get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. It's like that. Reconstruct the economy and let a feral model be created. Give the factories to the workers and the land to those who cultivate it. Let natural resources be expropriated and the capital of multinational corporations confiscated. Start real debates to convince people that another world is possible. Breaking the obstacles set by the evil. No matter if you're black, white, Muslim, or Hebrew, we all divided in classes, son. It's time to see through all the phony facts offered by the press and television. Got masses adapted to a certain and clicks visions. Time to start slanging subversive messages, cause monopolized propaganda turned people into hypocrites. But let them never be blamed, cause we're the one who gotta restructure their thoughts, get facts and change brains. Gotta turn peeps into soldiers, not victims. Give them a chance to change the path the life gave them. Spread the word and settle bases in schools and workplaces. Utilize any medium to spread your information. Write articles and spread pamphlets. Write graffiti with your slogans to let people know what's happening. Let the movement be the main attraction. Let them see that a change is a possible result of every action. Gather the masses to let them know they real world. Cause if it ain't the people who want to revolutionize the world, what is to be done? Mash neoliberal pen.
Erase all the lies and implement. Fight, cause
the whole process gon' fail with you in it. Just keep faith in your thoughts and do what is right. Cause if you wanna see some changes, you gotta start a fight. What is to be done? Mash nail never will pay.
Race all the lies and implement it. Fight, cause race all the lies and implement it. No time to wait for heroes, this starts with you and I.
Appearing to fall away from the rest of the building. Can we go to the tape now? Here we go, right here. This is, I mean, when you look at it, the building has collapsed. That tower just came down.
Planes hitting New York City, thousands now are dead. It was Arab terrorists, this is what you said. Well, if that is the truth, then what have you got to hide? And what were you doing on the day all those people died? Where the fuck were the fighter jets ordered by the FAA? And what is your explanation for what you were heard to say when you told the Air Force to stand down, not to intercept? Did you plan to let it happen, or are you just inept? There's some distressing information, sir, which I think should be explained. Just which things have been lost and just what has been gained, like the thousands of put options bought days before the crash. If the money were collected, it would make quite a pretty stash. And the only stocks they bought were American and United. Deutsche Bank knows the answer, but the names have not been cited. And is it just coincidence that this firm in the private sector was once run by Buzzy Krongard, now CIA director? I am left to wonder, as the flames are rising higher, was this our latest Lusitania, or another Reichstag fire? There's something fishy in Virginia, and I want an explanation. Why did they get the contract? What is Britannia Aviation? A one-man operation, corporation with no history. He said he worked in Florida, but there he was a mystery. So is there a connection? I think it bears investigation. When the FAA found box cutters, does this cause you consternation? Hidden behind the seats in these Delta planes that had been fixed in Lynchburg with Britannia at the reins. I am left to wonder, as the flames are rising higher, was this our latest Lusitania, or another Reichstag fire? You said Bin Laden was your friend, but he isn't anymore. Now that he's not fighting Russia in your proxy war. Who called the FBI off the Bin Laden family trail, when so many times you had the chance to rewrite this sordid tale? Sudan in '96, the Taliban in 2001 offered to turn him over, and right then you could have won. But perhaps it is the case that you're avoiding victory, that to justify your exploits you must have an enemy. And I am left to wonder, as the flames are rising higher, was this our latest Lusitania, or another Reichstag fire? If you were not hiding from the truth, then you'd have a truth commission, not some masquerade kangaroo investigation, hiring Henry Kissinger, the ancient master of deceit, to make sure all stones are left unturned and the ruse is kept complete. And now you carry out your plans, which you have had for decades, conquering the world with your troops and bombing raids. I see an evil regime led by an evil man on Pennsylvania Avenue, where this evil war began. And I am left to wonder, as the flames are rising higher. Was this our latest Lusitania, or another Reichstag fire?
No, I didn't get fired, but I almost did because I was turned at a 45-degree angle away from the flag during the flag salute at a basketball game. But I'm not supposed to represent my...
So bagging groceries on base for just tips, no salary. Wouldn't even make enough in one day to buy a CD. So next thing you know, mom's is picking me up from jail for stealing CDs at Blockbuster and shit. Back in the days when I was a teenager, minimum wage earning, rocking an apron. I was pushing hella carts, asking plastic and paper to bastard ass customers. Plus most of us had relatives working in the same supermarket. When boss wasn't looking, roll the dice on the carpet in the lunchroom, listening to Biggie and Nas, but not as much as Snoop, 40 Water and Pac. Me, I rock the Walkman instead, writing rhymes in my head. Often bored, I'd recite them out loud and memorize a song long before I write it down. In lunchroom freestyles is where I learned to clown. Plantation style, yellow, brown, black majority. Half the young cats either enlisted in the army or the Navy or Marines. But I was having dreams, and I ain't even halfway there yet. It seems that we never get paid what our labor is worth. That's why we often in a daze on the way to our work. And when we get there, we can't wait to be out. So let me tell you what it's about. And now we never get paid what our labor is worth. That's why we often in a daze on the way to our work. And when we get there, we can't wait to be out. So let me tell you what it's about.
So you used to do telemarketing, right? 7 a.m. shift on the West Coast means we're calling the East Coast. And on 9/11, this fool tries to fire me for refusing to make calls during the air.
The next place of employment's no better than this. My first day thinking this some fucking office space shit, but not me, boss. These conditions ain't suitable. High dependent pad writing rhymes in a cubicle. Automated phone click, dial tone, cold calling, hoping for some gullible folks to take the offer. A mission for commission, tuition for college. Please put our number on your do not call list. Half the whole staff graduated with honors, and you're trying to tell me telemarketing's your best job option? This shit is not popping, working to the bone, living at home, facing up debt and student loans. Now the manager's a tool and a clown, but productivity increases anytime he's nowhere to be found. In this tight ass environment makes me wanna earl, like watching Flavor Flav tongue kiss an old girl. Now we never get paid what our labor is worth. That's why we often in a daze on the way to our work. And when we get there, we can't wait to be out. So let me tell you what it's about. And now we never get paid what our labor is worth. That's why we often in a daze on the way to our work. And when we get there, we can't wait to be out. So let me tell you what it's about.
So like every job I've ever had, there's always been some kind of side hustle, whether it's sneaking into working at the paper, I was either slanging media guides or slanging them CDs, and just get above that minimum wage.
The dot-com phenomenon, fuck the city raw. Stock market falls down, 100,000's laid off. Got with Amazon.com. It had a lot of cross-dressers, goth cats, ex-cons, and single moms on the elevator up. My Walkman on, flash a badge for security, the mark of the beast. But with skills to persuade through speech, you'd be amazed to see how many customer service reps are MCs. At each instance, different job descriptions. What kept the brother going was the music that I listened to. Initiate the day with an anthem to work through. Then the supervisor started blasting Dave Matthews. Shit is bad news. Working for some assholes in suits, straight singing middle management blues. And so I quit on the last day of training. And when I got home, my notebook was waiting. I said we never get paid what our labor is worth. That's why we often in a daze on the way to our work. And when we get there, we can't wait to be out. So let me tell you what it's about. And now we never get paid what our labor is worth. That's why we often in a daze on the way to our work. And when we get there, we can't wait to be out. I told you what the shit is about.